Yo, what's up, guys? We're back with another video. I think this is gonna be part 2 or maybe part 3. I think I actually made a part. I think this is technically part 2. I want to say that I made a part 2 already, but I ended up scrapping the video because I don't know. I just kind of was watching it back and I didn't really like it. I thought I'd rather find another thing to talk about. So, oh yeah, this is another episode of This Pissed Me Off. I'm just gonna say part 2 because I think this is part 2. But this video is like more specifically talking about motorcycles. In this video, this shit kind of bothered me. I see videos all the time of people doing stupid things, and this was one of the big ones, man. This guy. So I actually looked at the guy's page because I found this on Facebook. And all the time, I go on Facebook and I'll go to like Marketplace. That's the only reason I really have Facebook. Like, my account literally doesn't have any friends on it. It's literally just my profile, and all I ever really do is look at Marketplace. But every once in a while, I'll end up like just doom scrolling through a couple videos, and of course that's what happened this time. And in the video in question, this mic actually sounds good because I'm kind of just like moving the mic around. Let's see. Can you put it right there? So the video in question, it's on a page by the name of Isaiah Espinoza, and I looked at this guy's page a bunch, and I don't really know like who he is. I think that his page, at least on Facebook, is just like reposting a lot of other people's videos, because I see in a few different videos, and most of them the guy is in a different bike, so I'm not really sure who the actual guy is, but I'm just gonna go thinking that this isn't him in this video, but I'm gonna play it up on screen. So, as you can see in the video, I think most of you are smart enough to like see what's wrong with this just immediately. I want to say that the little like caption, like the words he has on screen that say like "silly cager almost ruined my day," I think that that's being sarcastic. I don't think that this video is like really serious. I think that the guy recording the video is being serious, but I don't think the guy that posted it is the guy who actually recorded the video. So I'm going to be talking about it in that context. The guy is just riding with his buddies, and a car ends up, I mean, I can't even really say getting in their way. The car is just driving on the road, is really all the car's doing. And the car's on the road, it's in the left lane, there's 2 lanes, and one of the guys, I believe, switches into the right lane to get around this guy. The other 2 stay behind this car, and it appears to me that they think that the guy is brake checking them, but I've watched this video like 10 different times, and the guy in this orange car, all he's fucking doing is just driving and getting in the left turn lane. I think he puts on his signal. If he doesn't put on his signal, that's part. But the guy is clearly just making a turn, and they try to position it as this guy like brake checking them or like trying to take them out or something, which is just absolutely ridiculous. This guy is literally just a citizen on the road, driving, not doing anything wrong. And that's the kind of thing that I hate about motorcycle content, is the people that almost exclusively make videos about like traffic incidents. And when they do that and it's only for them and their buddies instead of like just posting everybody's content, people definitely try to like fish for situations. Like there's this one guy, I can't remember his name, but I see him every single time I doom scroll on Facebook. He rides like one of the big like bagger Indians, and every time I see this guy, he like is always like making some kind of situation with the guy. It's clearly him like fishing for a situation. It's never him like genuinely getting in one and having an issue. It's always him being the problem. But anyways, this guy in this video, the one that we're talking about, this jackass, I hate that type of content, because like when your only content ends up being like you and like traffic situations that you get into, it always ends with, you know, people like not having content, so they end up baiting situations or making situations seem like there's something when there's not anything there. And I really don't like that shit. That shit is so annoying. It's corny. And this guy in this video is like, he literally like flips the car off and everything. And if that was me in that orange car, I mean, I wouldn't have done anything, because I don't really road rage like that. Like I just move on with my day like a normal person should. And this guy, he like flips the car off for basically no reason, really. Like, I mean, maybe if I correct me if I'm wrong, because I can't remember off the top of my head if this guy does his turn signal. So if he doesn't use his turn signal, that's the only reason they can be mad. And even then, it's not that big of a deal, because the guy immediately gets in the turn lane. It's not like he's like making a turn in the through traffic lane. Like, he goes into the turn lane and everything, which is really not doing anything wrong at all. So it just, oh dude, it just kind of bothers me. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. But anyways, like if that was me, I would have been like, what the fuck's wrong with that guy? You know, it flips me off for literally just driving. You know what I mean? Like, it's so dumb. The middle finger was just so pointless. Like, there's no reason for it. But I'm gonna put like a little bonus video in here, because there's another one from the same page, and the video bothers me for a completely different reason, but it's from the same page. I'm like 95% sure that it's not the guy who uploaded the video. I think it's somebody else's content that he uploaded on his own page. But the guy in the video in question, so he's like in like one of the main lanes, just driving along, and this car over here is like, this car was like sitting over there before, and now they're all the way over there. I don't know what the hell they're doing. It looks kind of weird, but we'll get out of here pretty quick. But either way, in this second video, in this bonus video, this guy's just an idiot. Like, I mean, you know, it's hard to kind of say what you would do in your own situation. How would you react when something happens? But somebody pulls out in front of him, and instead of like using an escape path or doing anything that requires a brain, this guy just, oh my gosh, it's so dumb. He just like keeps driving, like he honks. The car clearly sees him. And I mean, obviously, like there's a part like that's wrong with the car. I would say the car is the main person at fault, because they very clearly got out in front of the guy when they weren't supposed to. Like they should have been paying attention. Like, so the car, I'm not saying that the car is not at fault. The car is definitely at fault here. But I also think that the rider is at fault for not making any kind of like real reaction. He honks at the guy, but he just keeps going. And like, when you're in that situation, you need to figure out something. Like, the car is not going to end up going backwards. So I would say that if that was me, I probably would have gone behind the car. I think that would have been the smartest thing to do. And I hate having to say of like, oh, what I would do if I was in that situation, because I really don't know, because I'm not in that situation. But really, you just have to find an escape path in a situation like that. And this guy did not do that at all. He did a terrible job. I'm sorry, but the guy probably knows it too after looking back and rewatching the video. But anyways, let's get a move on here. Yeah, I don't know what this car is doing right there. They're just kind of chilling there. It almost made me feel like they were just watching me. They have no reason to, as far as I can tell, but that's kind of how it felt when they were just sitting there. But anyways, in any of those situations, man, you have to find an escape path. You cannot hope that the other car is going to do something, and you cannot like really like 100% bank on the car doing or not doing something. But just in my opinion, if that was me and I saw that, like that was happening to me, I definitely would have just gone behind the guy, because a car is either, in my experience, and what I would do if I was that car, the car is either gonna stay there, which is what it did, or it's gonna keep going forward. I think those are the only possible reactions for the car. I find it very unlikely that the car would go backwards. So that's why I would have gone behind the car. And once again, I do want to reiterate, it's, you know, I don't want to be too rough on the guy. I honestly don't even know like how the guy's doing. It seems like he's alive from the video, and I feel really bad for him. I hope that he recovers, but you know, hindsight 2020, should have gone behind the car. And you know, my mindset, if that was me that ended up crashing like that, as bad as it is, I would take that as a heavy learning experience of, you know, next time you got to figure something else out, or maybe I would just never get on a bike again. Because with how bad of a reaction that was, a lot of people would argue that the best thing for that guy is to just not ride, if that's how his reaction is, because you got to have some kind of better reaction than that, man. It's I'm sorry, you know, I feel bad, but that's just the truth. You got to figure something out. But anyways, that's really it for these videos. I hope that the guy in the bonus video recovered. You know, just because I think you're an idiot doesn't mean I think you deserve to crash. You know, I seriously do hope the guy is good. I might try to do a little bit of research and see if I can find the guy in that video. And if I can, I'll try to put what happened to him after. Because clearly from that crash, he had to have been severely injured to some degree. You know, it didn't appear that he died. Thank God. I hope that's not what happened. But I would be very surprised, insanely surprised, if he got away from that unscathed. That would be the grace of God if he got unscathed from that, man. But yeah, more of the story, don't be an asshole on the road. If somebody does something, figure something out, figure out your own way, and do not escalate. If somebody does something to piss you off, you know, there are some times where I kind of get on my emotions a little bit, and I'll say something to somebody, especially if I feel like they need it. And when I say something, I mean, you know, like a hey, why'd you do that, man? Like, you gotta watch out, something like that. And unfortunately, a lot of people just have egos on the road, and that road rage, you gotta really let your ego go when you're on the road. And it's hard to. I'm guilty of having, you know, small bits of road rage sometimes. And I probably will again in the future. But, you know, road rage is a bad thing. You should not be road rage. You know, it doesn't matter how bad it was, how small it was. You need to just move on with your day, because especially if nothing actually happened, somebody cuts in front of you or something, and you guys both got away, nobody got hurt, nobody's vehicle got touched, okay, nothing happened, keep it moving, you know what I mean, get home. But yeah, anyways, that's it for this video. I think this video pissed me off today, part 2, but that's me signing off, guys. Thanks for watching. Like the video, tell me how you feel about it, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.